much of the hate you got, as far as I understood, it said like, if you don't like our country, then just leave. And eventually you actually did also. Can you comment on that? Or any thoughts on that, let's say?
Yeah, I mean, I left basically as well just to kind of protect my family here from any perceived, action. But, I've been told all the time, if you don't like it, get out of here, you're a traitor. I mean, it's water off a duck's back. It's just so childish, to think that me as a Swedish citizen that is trying to do something good or trying to do something positive, that one can be treated in such a way by fellow Swedish people, and that your foreign background deems you as unreliable, or that deems you as not to be trusted, etc., and that that you're not part of Swedish society, and that you can be ostracized and marginalized for merely expressing opinion or trying to advocate for human rights. I think this is a society in crisis. If they need to tell people, if you don't like it, get out of here.
I mean, it's such a racist thing to say, right? Or narrow-minded. And we do have a party here which is always portrayed as that's where the racists go. Did you have a feeling that it was those guys attacking you, or is it more like a broader problem?
Broader, absolutely broader. This pandemic, I think, has opened a Pandora's box. I mean, in Sweden, you constantly hear, oh, we're so cool, we're not that religious, we're so not nationalistic, etc. And, whatever about the religious part, but the nationalism, I mean, for me, it has been incredibly strong and eye-opening that there is, I describe it as hyper-nationalism, and I haven't experienced it that much in other countries with the same multicultural, and there is, I think, a very, very underlying racism. I mean, everybody from Spain to the Netherlands to Italy to Portugal to Germany, Ireland, they have been called the most abusive names. I've even been called, people have mistaken me for French. I've been abused as French. I've been called anti-Semitic names, homophobic names, you just name it. I don't know.
I think it's it's a bit interesting. So the self-image of Swedes that they are very proud of is we are not nationalistic.
Yes.
So when somebody exposed the Sweden as not a humanitarian superpower, blah, blah, so it's like, as long as nothing happens, they are not bragging. They're not saying we are great, blah, blah, blah. But when somebody criticizes Sweden, then boom, this cloak goes off and it's like, hey, you, shut up.
Mm-hmm. You have nailed it. You've absolutely nailed it there, Marcus. And sorry, I let Andrea there. I mean, just a conversation in a pub a year ago, and I said, oh, God, sorry, I'm late. The train, the subway was late. And one of the persons said to me, so is the public transport better in Ireland than Sweden? After I just apologized for being late, because it's just this level of anything is seen as criticizing, it's, I think it's sorry, Andrea, if you want to.
No, it's okay. I mean, many of the things that you said are exactly how I feel also, because this is the main reason of my disappointment with Sweden, because I was under the impression that I was moving to such a tolerant country, a country where people have freedom and there's a lot of respect for everything, and everything is so sensitive. So I thought it was very sensitive about these things also, but apparently it's not a sensitive issue to just try to shut people up. And this about sending me home, I've heard this so many times, I cannot even count them. Like, even going on the street, it has happened to me, going on the street with a mask on. Someone just screamed to me one time, if you don't like it here and if you want to wear a mask, then just go to your country. I mean, they didn't even know if I don't look Swedish, I guess. I don't know how they knew that I was not Swedish. But then again, also, Swedish people don't wear masks. So, of course, I was the only one wearing a mask. So then you stand out. But whatever, like, the fact is that they sent me to my country just for wearing a mask. I just started having this feeling that, yes, I can stay here, work my ass off, work way more than the Swedes, get less salary than the Swedes because I'm not Swedish, pay my taxes, shut up, and then it will be fine for them. But the moment I will have an opinion, all hell breaks loose. If you don't like it here, go home. It's like it's like you are a guest in someone's house, and if you have a negative comment, you're like rude. But I am not a guest. I mean, when I was in Sweden, I was working and paying my taxes. I was part of the society, right? So why should I have less rights to criticize what I want?
Yeah.
But it just seems that you can work and do right for yourself, like everyone says. You can do that your whole life, but you will never have the right to criticize.
It's dehumanization 101, as I call it, that you should be lucky that you live in such a country like Sweden. That's what I get. And that is one of the most dehumanizing. Be happy that you're here in such a great society, but shut up.
Exactly.